Over 70 and planning a cruise? Before you step on board, there are hidden risks that can ruin your trip, and they're more common than you think. Keep watching, because in the next few minutes you'll learn exactly how to avoid them, so you can enjoy smooth sailing from start to finish. Number 1. Seasickness can hit even if you've never felt it before. You might think seasickness is for other people. Maybe you've been on ferries, fishing trips, even smaller boats without a problem. But here's the thing, a cruise ship is a whole different environment. Even with stabilizers, the ocean has a mind of its own, and sometimes the motion is subtle enough that you don't notice it until your body does. For seniors, seasickness can sneak up more easily because our balance systems and inner ears aren't as quick to adjust as they once were. You could feel perfectly fine in the morning, then by afternoon, that gentle rocking turns into nausea, dizziness, and fatigue. And once it hits, it's hard to shake without rest, hydration, and sometimes medication. The good news? You can prevent it. Over-the-counter remedies like Dramamine or Bonine work for many people, but it's smart to test them at home first so you know how your body reacts. Acupressure wristbands and ginger chews are popular non-drowsy options. And here's a pro tip, if you start to feel off, head to the middle of the ship on a lower deck where the motion is gentler. The key is acting early, don't try to tough it out. Number 2. The hidden stairways and hallways that can trip you up. Cruise ships are like floating cities, and that means lots of different areas, some easier to navigate than others. While most spaces are wide, flat, and designed for safety, there are still hidden trouble spots, steep stairways, narrow hallways, and unexpected changes in floor height. You might encounter them on older ships, near crew access areas, or in less traveled parts of the deck. For anyone with balance, vision, or mobility challenges, these can be tricky. A sudden incline or tight space can make you feel rushed or off balance, especially if other passengers are coming toward you. Add a little ship movement, and it's easy to see how accidents happen. If you know your cruise will involve lots of exploring, pack sturdy, non-slip shoes. Skip the smooth-soled sandals. Use the handrails on stairs every single time, even for short flights. And don't feel pressured to rush because someone is behind you. Most people are happy to wait. Think of it this way, the ship will still be there whether you take an extra 10 seconds or not. And by slowing down, you get to take in more of those beautiful ocean views along the way. Number 3. How cruise port scams target seniors without them noticing. Most cruise ports are safe and welcoming, but let's be honest, tourist-heavy areas are prime spots for pickpockets and scam artists. And here's the truth, seniors can sometimes be seen as easier targets because scammers assume we're more trusting or distracted by sightseeing. The scams can be sneaky. Maybe someone offers you a free bracelet, then demands payment once it's on your wrist, or a street performer asks for a photo with you, then suddenly demands a tip, and an expensive one. Pickpockets often work in pairs. One distracts you, the other takes your wallet or phone. To protect yourself, keep valuables out of sight. A crossbody bag with zippers is your best friend. Avoid pulling out large amounts of cash in public, and if something feels off, trust your instincts and walk away calmly. Before each port, take 5 minutes to look up common scams in that area. Knowing what to watch for is half the battle. And remember, there's no need to feel rushed or pressured into anything. Your vacation is for your enjoyment, not someone else's payday. Number 4. The surprising struggle of getting into a tender boat. If you've never heard the term, a tender boat is a smaller vessel that ferries passengers from the ship to shore when the cruise can't dock directly. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, it can be, but for some passengers, it's a surprising challenge. First, tender boats move with the water, so stepping onto one from the ship can feel like hitting a moving target. Then there are the stairs or steps involved, often without the same level of stability you get on the main ship. If the weather is breezy or the water choppy, things get even more interesting. For seniors with knee issues, balance problems, or just a natural hesitation on unstable surfaces, this can be intimidating. But there are ways to make it easier. Wear secure closed-toe shoes with good grip. Use both hands on the railing when stepping down. And don't hesitate to ask the crew for assistance. They're trained to help you safely on and off. Here's the key. Give yourself time and don't feel rushed by the line of passengers behind you. Tender boats are part of the adventure, but safety always comes first. Number 5. The invisible health risk lurking in crowded ship spaces. Cruise ships are amazing for meeting new people, but that also means being around a lot of people in enclosed spaces. And where there are crowds, there are germs. Colds, the flu, and stomach bugs like norovirus can spread quickly, especially when everyone's sharing the same dining rooms, elevators, and theater seats. For seniors, even a mild illness can knock you off your feet for several days, cutting into the vacation you've been looking forward to. It's not about living in fear, it's about being smart. Wash your hands often, especially before eating or after touching handrails and elevator buttons. Carry a small bottle of hand sanitizer for when sinks aren't nearby. And don't be shy about skipping a handshake or hug if you're concerned. Most fellow travelers understand. If you feel unwell, tell the ship's medical team early. They can help prevent a small problem from becoming a big one, and they'll advise you on how to keep others safe too. Staying healthy on a cruise is about prevention, and a few small habits can make a huge difference in enjoying your trip to the fullest. Number 6. The most expensive mistake seniors make before boarding. This is one of the costliest mistakes you can make, assuming your regular health insurance will cover you completely while you're at sea. Unfortunately, most U.S. health plans, Medicare included, do not fully cover medical treatment on cruise ships or evacuation costs. Here's what that means in real life. You could slip, break a bone, or come down with a sudden illness, and the ship's medical center will treat you, but the bill will be yours. And if you need to be airlifted to a hospital on land, that's tens of thousands of dollars, easily. The fix is simple. Invest in comprehensive travel insurance that specifically covers medical emergencies, evacuation, and pre-existing conditions. Look at the details. Don't just buy the cheapest plan. Think of it as the best peace of mind purchase you'll make for your trip. You might never need it, but if you do, it could save not only your health but your finances. Remember, you're protecting your dream vacation from becoming a very expensive nightmare. Enjoying the journey so far? Subscribe and drop us a like. It's the easiest way to stay aboard for our next cruise tip adventure. Number 7. Why even stable cruise ships can cause serious falls. Modern cruise ships are incredibly stable. You might hardly feel the motion most days, but hardly doesn't mean never. Even slight rocking, combined with an unexpected wet spot or a change in flooring, can catch you off guard. Falls on ships can be more dangerous than on land because medical care is limited, and any injury could mean cutting your trip short. And for seniors, recovery from a fall can be longer and more complicated. The solution? Stay aware and slow down. Wear sturdy, non-slip shoes everywhere on the ship, not just on the pool deck. Use handrails without hesitation. No one's keeping score on how often you grab them. And take extra care in bathrooms, near pools, and on outside decks where moisture is common. Remember, the ship is moving even when you think it's still. If you walk like you're on a gentle slope, you'll be better prepared for the occasional sway. Falls are one of the most common cruise injuries, but with a little caution, they're also one of the easiest to avoid. Number 8. How heat and dehydration can sneak up on you. When you're having fun on a cruise, whether exploring ports or lounging on deck, it's easy to forget something as simple as drinking water. The problem is, as we get older, our thirst signals aren't as strong and our bodies aren't as quick to cool themselves down. Add in sunshine, warm climates, and maybe a cocktail or two, and you've got the perfect recipe for dehydration or even heat exhaustion. The scary part? You might not notice until you're already feeling weak, dizzy, or nauseous. To avoid this, carry a reusable water bottle and refill it often. Drink steadily throughout the day, even if you're not thirsty. Limit alcohol in the sun. Save the tropical drinks for shaded or indoor areas. And don't underestimate the power of a good sun hat and light, breathable clothing. Make shade your friend, especially in midday hours. Heat and dehydration don't make themselves known with a loud alarm. They creep up slowly. Staying ahead of them is one of the simplest ways to make sure every day of your cruise feels as good as day one. Number 9. The medication oversight that can ruin your entire trip. When you're packing for a cruise, it's easy to think, I'll just toss my pills in and I'm good. But forgetting a few days' worth, misplacing a bottle, or realizing too late that your medication needs refrigeration can turn a dream vacation into a stressful scramble. Out at sea, replacing prescriptions isn't as simple as stopping by your local pharmacy. Some medications aren't available on board at all. Even if the ship's doctor can help, it might be with a substitute your body isn't used to. And if it's a critical medication like insulin, heart medication, or a blood thinner, being without it can quickly become an emergency. The fix is simple, but requires planning. Always pack all your medication in your carry-on, never in checked luggage. Bring more than you need, just in case your trip is delayed. Keep a written list of your prescriptions, doses, and your doctor's contact information. And if your medication needs refrigeration or special storage, inform the cruise line ahead of time and confirm arrangements with your cabin steward. A little preparation can keep a minor packing mistake from becoming a major health crisis. Number 10. How overbooking activities can steal the joy from your cruise. Cruise itineraries can look like a candy store for adults: shows, games, cooking classes, dance lessons, pool parties, shore excursions. It's tempting to sign up for everything. The reality is that trying to do it all can leave you more exhausted than entertained. For seniors, energy is a precious resource. Overfilling your days can weaken your immune system, mess with your sleep, and leave you too tired to enjoy the trip. Some passengers end up spending much of their cruise resting simply because they don't pace themselves. The best approach? Treat your cruise like a marathon, not a sprint. Pick a few must-do activities each day and leave time for rest. Use those quiet moments on your balcony or in a cozy lounge to recharge. And remember, some of the best cruise memories come from the unscheduled moments, watching the sunset, chatting with fellow travelers, or just enjoying the sea breeze. You didn't come on vacation to keep a tight schedule. You came to relax, explore, and savor every moment. Number 11, the maze-like ship layout that leaves passengers lost. Cruise ships today are massive, floating resorts with decks upon decks, winding corridors, and identical-looking doors. It's easy to get turned around, especially if you've just returned from a long day in port or enjoyed a couple of cocktails. Passengers can spend 20 minutes walking in circles trying to find their cabin. Not only is it frustrating, but rushing to get somewhere can increase your risk of tripping or missing important activities. Here's a simple trick. When you board, take time to learn the layout. Make note of landmarks near your cabin, like artwork or a specific elevator bank. Keep the daily ship map in your pocket or use the cruise line's app if you're comfortable with technology. And if you get lost, don't be shy. Ask a crew member. They know the ship like the back of their hand and are happy to point you in the right direction. Treat the ship like part of the adventure. By day 2 or 3, you'll know it well enough to get around without a second thought. Number 12, why you can still get sunburned in the shade or on cloudy days. Many passengers think they're safe from the sun when they're under a canopy, sitting in the shade, or when the sky is overcast. But on a cruise ship, sunlight can be sneaky. Water, light-colored deck paint, and even glass can reflect UV rays right onto your skin. This means you can end up with a nasty sunburn without ever feeling like you were in direct sunlight. For seniors, sunburns aren't just uncomfortable. They can trigger skin conditions, dehydration, or even heat exhaustion. The smart move is to apply broad-spectrum sunscreen every morning before you head out, even if it looks cloudy. Reapply every couple of hours, especially after swimming. Add a wide-brimmed hat, UV protective clothing, and sunglasses to your packing list. Think of it like wearing your seatbelt. You hope you won't need the protection, but you'll be glad you have it if you do. The ocean sun can be relentless, even when it hides behind the clouds. Number 13, the small vision or hearing issue that causes big problems. Even a mild vision or hearing limitation can create unexpected challenges on a cruise. Important announcements, safety instructions, or excursion departure calls might be missed if they're not heard clearly. Likewise, small print on daily schedules or menus can be difficult to read, making it harder to plan activities or find essential information. These gaps can lead to frustration, missed opportunities, or even safety risks, especially in situations where quick action is needed. The solution is to plan ahead. If hearing is an issue, bring and use hearing aids and ask the cruise line about assisted listening devices. For vision concerns, pack a small magnifier or reading glasses and request large print menus or daily schedules from guest services. When traveling with a companion, establish a simple system to share important information in case one person misses it. Small adjustments like these can make navigating the ship smoother and ensure no important details are overlooked. On a cruise, communication and awareness are key to both safety and enjoyment. Number 14, when cruise food turns into a painful problem. Cruise buffets and specialty restaurants are famous for their variety and indulgence. While the abundance is exciting, eating too much or trying multiple rich, unfamiliar dishes in a short period can lead to indigestion, heartburn, or stomach discomfort. For older adults, digestive systems can be more sensitive, and heavy meals may take longer to process. Rich sauces, fried foods, and spicy seasonings can quickly shift from enjoyable to uncomfortable. A balanced approach is best. Include lighter options such as fresh vegetables, salads, and grilled proteins alongside the richer treats. Drink water with meals to aid digestion, and avoid overeating late at night, as lying down soon after a heavy meal can worsen discomfort. Exploring new foods is part of the fun, but pacing yourself ensures you can enjoy the variety without spending the next day recovering. Choosing moderation over excess helps maintain energy and comfort for the entire trip. Number 15, the wet decks that can send you home early. Wet decks are one of the most common hazards on a cruise ship. Water from pools, hot tubs, or even sea spray can make surfaces slick, increasing the risk of slips and falls. These incidents can happen quickly and may result in injuries that require ending the trip early. High-risk areas include poolside walkways, open decks after rain, and transitional spaces between indoor and outdoor areas. Footwear makes a big difference. Smooth-soled shoes or flip-flops provide little traction on wet surfaces. The safest choice is sturdy, non-slip shoes whenever walking on deck. When moving through wet areas, Slow your pace and keep an eye on the floor for puddles or uneven surfaces. Handrails are not just for stairs. They can also provide stability when navigating potentially slippery spots. A little extra caution in these areas helps prevent accidents that could cut a vacation short. Prevention is always easier and far less costly than recovery. Number 16. Why ship doctors may not be enough in an emergency. Cruise ships have medical centers, but onboard doctors are typically general practitioners. While they can handle many routine issues and minor emergencies, serious conditions may require specialized care that isn't available at sea. In such cases, passengers may need to be transported to a hospital on land, sometimes by air evacuation. This process can be time-consuming, expensive, and dependent on the ship's location and weather conditions. This is why comprehensive travel insurance with emergency evacuation coverage is so important. It ensures that, if specialized treatment is needed, the cost and logistics of getting to the right facility are covered. Before boarding, review your insurance to confirm what is included and consider upgrading if coverage is limited. Being prepared for this possibility offers peace of mind and ensures that, in the event of a serious medical emergency, the right care can be accessed as quickly as possible. Essential tips for seniors over 70 to cruise comfortably. Cruising after 70 can be one of the most rewarding ways to travel. With a few smart strategies, the journey can be even smoother, safer, and more enjoyable from start to finish. Start by choosing the right cabin location. Midship on a lower deck minimizes motion, reducing the risk of seasickness. Being near but not directly beside, elevators offers convenience without extra noise. Plan your packing with comfort and safety in mind. Bring sturdy, non-slip shoes, layered clothing for changing temperatures, and a small first aid kit for minor needs. Keep all medications in your carry-on, with extra doses for potential delays. A portable nightlight can be helpful for moving around the cabin safely at night. Stay active but pace yourself. Participate in activities you enjoy but leave space in your schedule for rest. Gentle stretches or short walks on deck can help with circulation without overexertion. Prioritize hydration and balanced meals. Carry a reusable water bottle and balance rich or indulgent foods with lighter options. Avoid skipping breakfast, as it sets the tone for steady energy throughout the day. Make safety a habit. Use handrails, watch your footing on wet or uneven surfaces, and avoid rushing in crowded areas. In your cabin, keep pathways clear to prevent tripping at night. Take advantage of accessibility services. Many cruise lines offer wheelchair assistance, priority boarding, and accessible seating for shows. Request these in advance if needed, and don't hesitate to ask staff for help during the trip. Stay informed. Read the daily schedule carefully, note safety drills, and familiarize yourself with ship maps. Knowing where things are can save time and reduce stress. Protect your personal belongings. Use a crossbody bag with secure zippers or a money belt in port, and keep valuables in the cabin safe. Enjoy social opportunities. Cruises are a great chance to meet like-minded travelers. Group activities, dance nights, and trivia games can add a fun social element to your trip. By blending preparation with a relaxed mindset, cruising after 70 becomes less about worrying over what could go wrong and more about fully enjoying the adventure. With these tips, every part of the journey, from boarding day to the final port, can be smooth, safe, and filled with great memories. And there you have it, your insider's guide to cruising smart after 70. Remember, the goal isn't to worry about every little thing, but to prepare so you can relax and enjoy the ride. The ocean is calling, and now you're ready to answer with confidence. Safe travels, fair seas, and may your next cruise be your best one yet. Now, if cruising is your thing, don't go anywhere. There's another video waiting for you right here on the screen. Just tap it to keep the vacation vibes going with more tips, stories, and cruise secrets. Go on, your suitcase might start packing itself.